Picture a room full of humming machines, nobody behind the counter, quarters clinking into a slot like it's printing money on its own. That's the fantasy everyone sells you about laundromats. Here's the number that breaks it wide open. On a lot of laundromats, utilities alone can eat up a third of every single dollar that walks through the door. Water, gas, electricity. By the time the machines finish their cycle, a huge slice of that revenue is already gone, before rent, before the equipment loan, before the owner has paid themselves a single cent. So what's actually left over? That's the number everyone searches for, and almost nobody answers honestly. So today, we're going to get specific. I'm your host, and welcome to Financially Astute, where we open the books on businesses people think they understand and show you what actually moves the money. Today, it's the laundromat, one of the oldest passive income myths in small business. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what it costs to open one, every way it earns, and what the owner really takes home. To get the real numbers, we're heading somewhere the machines never stop moving. A laundromat run by someone who's kept the books herself for over a decade. Let's step inside and see where this money actually comes from. My name's Marisol, and I bought this place 11 years ago in a strip mall nobody thought twice about. Everyone told me it would basically run itself. It doesn't, but it does pay if you understand exactly where the money comes from and where it quietly leaks out. Let's start with the money coming in, because most people only picture one revenue stream here. And there are actually 4 or 5 running at the same time every single day. The base layer is simple: self-service wash and dry vending, coins or a card tap per load. Depending on machine size and location, that can run anywhere from around $2 to $8 a wash, and similar for the dryer, and across a full store of machines running most of the day, that adds up to real, steady revenue. Then there's the small stuff: vending machines for snacks, single-use detergent, and dryer sheets. It's a minor slice of total revenue, usually a modest addition, but it's steady, low-effort money that adds up over a year. The real upgrade is wash and fold. Drop off your laundry, pick it up clean, and fold it. It's priced per pound, and the margin on that labor is far higher than anything a coin slot can earn on its own, which is exactly why more owners are adding it. Scale up further, and you get commercial contracts, gyms, salons, small hotels sending over bulk linens on a regular schedule. It's a bigger, steadier check, but it takes real capacity and reliability to land and keep those accounts. And then there's the ATM in the corner, easy to overlook, but every withdrawal kicks back a small commission. It's not going to make the business, but across a busy year, it's a real, dependable line item. So notice what just happened: 5 different revenue streams stacked on top of each other. What actually determines profitability isn't just how many loads run through those machines, it's the mix: how much of that revenue comes from high-margin services versus bare coin vending. Now let's talk about what it costs to get in the door in the first place. Building a laundromat from scratch, leasing the space, buying commercial machines, upgrading the plumbing and electrical, commonly runs somewhere from around $200,000 up past $500,000, depending on size and location. Buying an existing laundromat is usually cheaper, often somewhere between $100,000 and $300,000. After that comes the fixed costs, rent or a mortgage on the space, the loan or lease payment on all that equipment, and insurance. These bills show up every single month, whether a single machine runs or not, and they need to be covered before a dollar of profit exists. But the biggest recurring cost by far is utilities, water, gas for heating that water, and electricity to run it all. Depending on how efficient the machines are and what the local rates look like, that category alone can eat somewhere between 20 and 35% of total revenue. This is the part the passive income videos skip. Utilities aren't a footnote. They're often the single largest bill an owner pays every month, bigger than rent in a lot of cases, and it's the first thing that quietly erodes the fantasy of machines just running themselves for free. Then there's the expense almost nobody budgets for early on: machine maintenance and eventual replacement. Commercial washers and dryers wear down, and repairing or replacing them is not optional. Owners who don't set aside a reserve for this get blindsided the first time a machine actually breaks. On top of that, there are card processing fees for every tap, coin mechanism upkeep, and the quiet cost of vandalism or theft. A jammed coin box or a broken window isn't rare in this business, it's expected, and it needs to be priced in from day one. When I first opened, I remember thinking I'd budgeted for everything. Then one water heater failed in my second year, and that single repair cost more than a month of profit. Now I keep a reserve set aside every single month specifically for that call I hope never comes. So added up, rent, loan payments, insurance, utilities, maintenance reserves, fees, and the occasional repair nobody saw coming. That's the real cost stack sitting underneath every load of laundry that runs through this place. So after all of that, revenue in, costs out, what's actually left for the owner? This is the number the whole episode has been building toward, and it splits into two very different pictures. In the typical case, a modest, owner-operated self-service shop with no wash and fold, take home for the owner commonly lands somewhere around $2,500 to $6,500 a month after every bill is paid. Annualized, that's roughly $30,000 to $80,000 a year in owner take-home, and that's for a real, functioning, cash-flowing business, just not the retire-on-a-beach fantasy some corners of the internet promise. Now the best case: a well-located store that's added wash and fold, or an owner running 2 or 3 locations can push owner take-home into the $80,000 to $150,000 range a year, sometimes more. Monthly, that's somewhere around $6,500 to $12,000 or more landing in the owner's pocket. But here's the part that matters most: that number does not come from doing less. It comes from doing more: managing staff, chasing commercial accounts, overseeing a second or third location. The passive income myth gets corrected right here. The bigger the number, the more active the owner actually has to be. And every figure I just gave you moves depending on where the store sits, how efficient the machines are, local utility rates, and how much competition is nearby. Location and machine mix change these numbers more than almost anything else. So, who actually belongs in this business? If you're mechanically curious, comfortable around equipment, or willing to build a relationship with a reliable repair technician, that's a real advantage here, because machines will break, and how fast they're fixed directly affects your income. This also suits someone patient, with slow, steady cash flow rather than quick wins, and someone genuinely interested in running a local, community-facing business, because regulars matter here more than almost any other retail concept. On the other side, this is the wrong business for anyone expecting truly hands-off, fully passive income with zero involvement. That version of the laundromat doesn't really exist, not if you want it to stay profitable. It's also the wrong business for anyone who can't absorb a sudden multi-thousand-dollar repair, or who doesn't have reserves to get through a slow season. Cash flow here is real, but it's not always smooth. And to be clear, Everything in this episode is for education, not financial or investment advice. Your numbers will depend on your specific market, so treat these figures as a realistic starting point, not a promise. 11 years in, I don't regret it, but I went in with my eyes open about the work it actually takes. That's really the whole secret. There isn't one, just steady attention and honest math. So there it is. Real cash flow, real numbers, but not the passive fantasy the internet keeps selling. A bare self-service laundromat pays modestly. Add labor, wash and fold, a second location, and the number grows. But so does the work. If this kind of equipment-heavy, semi-passive business interests you, there's another one that shares almost the exact same DNA. A self-serve car wash. Same story, real cash flow, machines that need real maintenance, and an owner take-home that depends heavily on how involved you actually stay. We'll open those books next time and see exactly what a car wash owner really takes home, the same way we just did here. If this episode gave you a clearer picture of what running a laundromat actually looks like, share it with someone who's been eyeing one, and subscribe to Financially Astute, because next time we open another set of books and go straight to the real numbers.